Good morning, friends. How are you doing today? It's Thursday, and you've almost made it to Friday. My Thursday thought is a little late this morning, not on purpose, but there were some things that needed to get taken care of. I was blessed last week to be able to have a little bit of a break in my schedule, and then this week coming back to help my sister out, there was a lot of pieces to pick up and just kind of get a lay of the land and see how things were going. So I'm happy to say that everybody here is doing great. And glad to be back on with Thursday Thoughts with you today. Can you guys believe that it is already March? Like, this is the first Thursday in March. The first quarter of the year is almost over. I feel like we just did, New Year's and all that kind of stuff. This past week has been a real time of loss and preparation of loss. I have friends one that lost a husband this week or last week in the last week, one that's lost a father, one who is walking the road of hospice with their mom, and it's pretty evident that it's not going to be much longer. And I wanted to talk about this concept of loss and just say that losing is part of living. And it's interesting to me that here in 2 weeks ago maybe, I was so excited because my niece had her babies, and a friend of mine's daughter had her baby, and there was all of this new birth and new life, and just found out that another friend is pregnant, and along with new life comes loss. There's this song that we used to sing in my church, and there's a phrase in it that says, "He gives and takes away. He gives and takes away. Blessed be the name of the Lord." And I think that that's a really hard place to be. It seems callous to say, well, it's the circle of life. But it is. And I think it's even more irresponsible for us to think that that's not going to happen. Right? So it's one of those, like, how do we deal with those changes and that loss? And so if you're in a place of celebrating new life, awesome. And if you're in a place of celebrating life that's graduated to the next level, not quite as awesome. Awesome for them, not for you, right? So this morning, I just want to not be negative, but to say we have to find hope in the journey and joy in the mess, and it not be a faux, hey, look how joyful I am thing. It comes not from happiness and smiles and laughter and that kind of stuff, but to say, wow, this is part of the cycle. This part doesn't have to last forever, right? As soon as you get done celebrating the joy of a new life, you're celebrating the loss of sleep. Right, mamas? As soon as you begin to celebrate, or as soon as you get through the stages of grief that allow you to celebrate someone's life and have peace in your heart about it and hope about what's coming in the future, you've had to walk through quite a dark place as you reevaluate life and how it will change without this person. So I guess what I'm saying is everything comes in a cycle, everything comes in a season. And in Ecclesiastes, it tells us to everything there is a season and there is a time under heaven. So I hope that whatever season that you're in today, that you are measuring it from both sides and knowing that there's give and there's take and nothing has to last forever. And for the mamas who are living in it, the days are long and the years are short. For those who are measuring the time that they're now having to adjust to not having someone with them that has walked with them for a long time, the days feel long, right? So the years are still just as short. But take heart. This world is a broken place with broken people in it. That's why it's messy. And so we do the best that we can, and we stand with each other, and we celebrate together. The scripture says that we celebrate with those who celebrate, and we weep with those who weep. So there's no guarantee of not having one or the other. We just walk through life together. So as we start this March, they say March comes in like a lion and goes out like a lamb. If this isn't coming in like a lion, then I can't wait for it to go out like a lamb. I want warm weather and smooth sailing, and I hope that if you're struggling today, you hear that you're not alone, that everybody's life in some way or another is working through some kind of struggle, and also that it's a season, it's a cycle. It'll come and it'll go, and we'll all do our best. The scripture says that after having done everything that you can do, you stand. It doesn't say that, and this is a portion of scripture that talks about like spiritual warfare. It doesn't say that after having done everything that you can do, you've run 10 miles. It's almost like it's reminding you that taking steps forward and taking territory is something that when we try to do it on our own is harder than it seems. God doesn't ask us to go take territory. With the Israel in the Old Testament, he said, this is the territory I'm going to give to you. But he did ask them to be obedient. And in the New Testament, it talks about just being able, even after everything that's happened, just to stand back up and say, I know who I am, I know whose I am, and I know that I can count on these promises of God. So today, looking into this Friday, this new month, all these things, even if things are difficult or unknown to you, I hope that you can, even on weak knees, stand up and say, God, I know who I am, I know whose I am, and I know I can count on you. You're not going to leave me at the bottom of this pit. You're not going to leave me in this place of despair and grief. You're not going to leave me in this place of excitement but not having any idea what's coming next, and I'm all on my own, and those things aren't where I am. I know who I am. I know whose I am. And I can trust that you're going to go with me. So it's Thursday, and you've almost made it to Friday, and you know who you are. You know whose you are. And you know that God's not going to leave you. And we're not going to leave you either. We're here for all the mess. And the joy to sit and smile and laugh with you, and the times that we sit and weep together. So, have a great week. Have a great weekend, and I will see you next week on Thursday Thoughts. Bye.